Okay, okay. So you have altogether 6 years of experience, I can see.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So in Code Java, out of 10, how much you rate yourself?
I can rate 7 to 8.
Okay, cool. I think we'll go some bit of technical stuffs, then we'll go a little on the Spring Boot and all. Okay.
Okay.
So in Code Java, what are the areas you have worked on? You're really hands-on. Can you tell?
Oh yeah, HTS.
No, no. What are the concepts you are hands-on in Core Java?
Yes, core Java, they have been using some option sample. Also, I will having a exception kind of thing, and also I'm using a collections part of core Java.
Okay, so you are working on collections as well, right? So we'll go a little on
Yeah.
collections. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell what is concurrent hash map?
Yeah, concurrent hash map is a map. It is internally working as a internally using a hash table data structures, and basically in this case of a hash map, they have creating a bucket, and they have 0 to 15 bucket are there, and each bucket is going to lock basically. Other than concurrent hash map, they are not locking mechanism are there, but in this case of hash concurrent hash map, they are providing a every segment kind of thing, and every segment going to log for the operations. That's why it's synchronized
So
and thread safe are there.
so concurrent hash map is thread safe and synchronized, right?
Yeah,
So is it a
yeah.
block manner or it is fully synchronized?
No, it is a block manner. This is going to segment, right? Each and every segment is going to synchronize, right? That is, I think, this is a block manner. Basically, this is not going to lock a whole object like a concurrent hash object. It is going to lock a particular separate segment where data is storing.
Okay. So if you want as a fully synchronized way, how can you do it?
Mm,
Like suppose
uh,
there is a list, there is a array list. I want to
yeah.
lock the whole array list.
Okay.
How can you do it?
Yeah, they are providing a like a synchronized list method are there. Synchronized collection dot synchronize method. And you need to pass the parameters. Then it is going to synchronize.
Okay, got it. Okay, so I'll give you a scenario. Okay, you can tell how you can do that. Or you can give the solution. Okay, I'll tell the problem
Okay.
statement first. So, so which domain you are working on currently?
E-commerce kind of thing.
E-commerce. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So suppose there is a order. Okay, order object is there. Okay, in order
Okay.
object you have order ID, order
Okay.
value, and order
Mm-hmm.
date. Okay, so three
Mm-hmm.
three attributes are there: order ID, then order value, and order date. Okay, now you want to insert these three attributes into an object. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
then you want to sort based on order date. Sometimes as part of your requirement, suppose there are two UIs are there. One UI wants the orders based on order date.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, either ascending or descending, and one other one needs order value, the cost, like what is the value of the order. So based on that,
Mm-hmm.
it wants to sort as part of the ascending or descending. So how will you do that? How will you give this one? How will you give this sorting mechanism?
Yes. First, we need to create API for that, or like going to save the data by using when you go to the controller. Then there have a post method are there. Inside of post method, there have a using a parameter like at the rate of uh, request body, and within the body they are providing a model class name. And within there, I'm calling a service method. Within a service method, you need to implement, and internally service method they are also implementing also injecting the dependency for the service classes. And after then going to service classes we need to inject this repository bins, and they have on this basis of repository you need to repository provide this several method like a same method. We need to save this entity. And also in this case of repository, they are providing extend this JP repository. Inside of JP repository, there are two parameters there, and key, and they have domain value are there. First, you need to provide domain name, and then they are providing key. On the basis of that, you need to get. And in this case of second API, you need to create a you need to fetch the data from this on this basis of ID, on this basis of date. First, you need to write a get API, and within a get API, you need to provide like a slash get, and they have a mapping this ID, and the ID is double ID curly braces, and within a method we need to pass a like which kind of ID are there, like integers. Then you provide the integer, and that parameter we need to mark annotate as a path variable, and after that you call the service method with the help of this service component, and after then go to service classes. Then they have going to going to call this call the get the find by this ID. They are JP providing this method find by ID and get this date get this get the employee record from by the ID. And similar, we need to write a one API by using by helping of this getting a data from the on the basis of date. They are providing the date, like you need to store a string kind of data, then going to similar way you going to store, and you need to write a basically JP providing only find by ID, but you need to JP also providing a custom type mechanism. You need to write a own method like a find by ID, instead of you need to write a one custom method find by date and providing this parameter. On this basis of that, this is a JP is going to create this query for that.
Okay, so yeah, I'll come back this after some time. What you told.
Mhm.
So the similar thing. Suppose you have one Java class. Okay, in that Java class, you want to do it. Suppose you have a Java object like a Pujo object of the order. Okay, in the Pujo object, you have this order ID, order value, and order date, and you have
Mhm.
collections. In that collections, you have suppose 1 lakh of order object, just for
Mhm.
example. Now you want to sort on these two factors. How will you do it?
Sorted order, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, in this case of sorted order, when you face this list of record, then you can write either a stream API. Suppose you need to write a list dot stream dot sorted, and they have a comparator interface are there. They are getting comparator dot comparator dot. They are comparing method are there, comparing into which kind of data type are there. Then on this basis of that, you need to use a compare int either double either long. Then provide this provide the which basis you need to sort like a name or salary, or sorry, name and value or ID. Then you provide the like a order double colon get ID either double colon get uh, date. Then you also need to write a dot collect store in the another list.
Okay. So so there is a link in the email. Can you open that for the live whiteboard?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, you can open that. Okay, and probably you can share also. Sometimes it does not refresh. Okay, you can share your screen of that.
I think you're getting my screen.
Yeah, yeah, I got it. So the problem, the which one you are saying, right? Can
Yeah.
you write the code of this, the streaming mechanism?
Just I assuming this thing, right?
Yeah, yeah, same order object,
List of order,
list
right?
of orders. Yeah,
Yeah. And you need to find the sorted order, right?
correct.
On this basis of what?
Two times you have to do, right? One is order date, another is order value.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I got it. What you wanted to. Yeah. So suppose you know immutable concept.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool. So okay, first of all, you can tell me what is immutable. Why do we need it?
Basically, immutable. That means once object is created, we can't be change that object. That is a definition of the immutable.
Okay, so suppose can you type up below that? You can type
Yeah,
string, yeah, string s equals to Vikas.
yes,
Then you can type string, sorry, not string, s equals to Kumar. Now system.out.println s.
yes.
Okay, what will be the value of s here?
Yes, here is a Kumar.
Okay, now you told right, you cannot change it.
Yes. But in this case, this is not going to modify this object. It is going to modify the reference, right? That is, it is called initialization. Only for initialize, not any value like a set concept are there. You need to use a set kind of a set this value of that. Basically,
Okay,
this is not allow a set method
so what
for
will
setting this
happen?
value.
What will happen on Vikas that string?
Yes, when first time this is going to create the reference, right? After then second time they have a checking. Second time they are checking this is in a sliding by Kumar. Then this is replacing the Vikas to the Kumar in same reference.
Okay, it is replacing the reference you're saying, but
Just pointing
pointing.
the
Yeah, yeah.
reference.
So what will so Vikas will be still there, right?
Yeah.
So what will happen on that object?
Uh, that object. That is still there, but only for when you going to print that, then I'm going to print a current, basically linking to one reference to another reference, and current reference is going to link.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Basically, I'm not aware of that. What happened after that? This is removing or what? Basically, this is going to link and refer to the same reference.
Mm, got it.
Basically, this is not going to create. That's why not going to create another object in the constant pool. That's only for referring.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You did you work on serialization?
Serialization, yeah.
Okay. What is serial version UID?
Yeah, serial version UID, that means it is identify of this class. Basically, when you're not creating a serial version UID, that time JPM is responsible to create this serial version UID. When you're creating this serial version UID, that is going to mark like a uniqueness. This is going to in this serial version UID. This is identification of this serialize this object.
Okay. If we don't give it, what will happen?
Then if you not give, then JVM will creating automatically.
Okay. Yeah. Let it create. Then what will happen? Anything? Any issue will be there or no issues?
Uh, we will know not issue will be in there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, sure. But one thing happened. Basically, when you see use a serial version UID and you want to modify add the another field, then it not be going to serialize, I guess. But when you not using, then when you run the application, then JVM, but creating the whole of this object,
Hmm.
select the whole object and create the CL version UID.
Okay. So do you know what kind of sorting mechanisms are there in Java? Or as normally you can tell what are the sorting algorithm you know?
uh, Sorting algorithm, basically. In the DSA, we are not going through. Basically, in this case of collection, they are providing a sort of mechanism, sort method, and also stream, they are providing a sort method. That mechanism they are using.
But any sorting algorithms, you're ever?
No, no, no.
You don't know bubble sort?
No, basically, I heard about our education that time, but after then we are not get any chance to implement this kind of data structure in our project.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Okay. So suppose there is a serialization method. Okay, I mean serialization class is there,
Mm.
and I want that class as a singleton also. Okay, you got it right.
Mm.
Now, is it fine or there are some conflicts?
Mm, civilization, and you need to uh, make it singleton. Yeah, will be program. Basically, in this case of singleton, there are private constructor are required. But in this case of serialization, there are no need to require a private constructor. That's why might be chance to get some conflict.
Okay, is it so? Suppose if I serialize it, okay,
Mhm.
into a suppose text file, then again I'm
Mhm.
deserializing it. So will it give the same object or it will give a different object?
Different object will give. Breaking the singleton pattern.
Breaking singleton pattern. Then how will you resolve it?
Yeah. Uh, yes, in this case, if you want to not break any cases, then you go through this enum. Enum is the best approach to create the singleton.
Okay. Is there any other way?
Other
Because your
way,
class is already there, right? I don't want to
yeah.
change its behavior.
Serialize, then aesthetic make a reference aesthetic, then it is not going to serialize. Uh, I think you can make it aesthetic as aesthetic what reference. Then it is not going to serialize.
No, I have to serialize also, right?
Yeah.
I cannot make that
Mm.
change. But the way you
Yeah.
have to do, I'll give you a hint. The way you have to do, you have to serialize definitely. It will save into a storage. Then when you will deserialize it, it will give you the same object.
Mm. When you do select generate the same object. Uh, if you are using serial version UID in generating, then every time not change serial version UID. Uh, I'm not sure about that, but in this case of serial version UID, when you're creating, then only uniqueness are there, and on this basis of serialization, when you go to this slide, taking serial version UID, if you're not, then you're going to this is it correct or not? Basically, more much I'm not aware of this scenario. If you're not, then you go through this
Okay.
constructor in a
Okay, got it. So, just one quick question on the algorithm side. Tell me how can you resolve it? Okay, so suppose you have a huge text. Okay, now how will you identify what are the repeatable words are there from that text?
uh,
You can tell first. Yeah, you got it right. My question.
no text have what
Text has repeated characters. Okay, now you need to identify the
okay
repeated characters and you need to show us as output what are the repeated, sorry, not characters, repeated words. Okay.
yeah repeated word. First it is stored in my uh, yeah. First, what I need to do first store the each and every inside of map, and after then you need to you need to iterate one key to another key, and after the storing this map, and there have a on this basis of value, you need to increase one. Then when you get map dot entry, and they are comparing if entry dot get value greater than one, then I'm going to find this repeat table.
Okay, got it. Do you know any other better way?
Uh, Other way, text should be a string, should be a string and file kind of thing.
String of?
No, no. Basically, whatever you write a paragraph, right?
Mm-hmm.
This word, right? Then there should be a string, right?
Mm-hmm. That will be
Yeah.
a string.
Then
Yeah.
yeah. Other than that, you also can um, use converting this string to array list and checking if first character to second character, and if first character is and second character is matching, then I'm going to store, and also if uh, contains this one, then yeah, also you can use by the stream API.
Mm-hmm. What is that?
By using stream API, you can stream API.
Yeah, how will you do it?
Yes, let me explain. So I'm taking an example, not a full flex. There I have some order there: A B C D F C A B. Right. This kind of I have, right.
Mm-hmm.
Then there I have can do uh, RH dot stream, and passing the s dot split are there, split method are there, and breaking the stream to the basis of a space. Then uj dot collect method, and inside of collect there are identity, then uh, function dot identity, and then collector dot counting method are there. Counting are there. Then this return a type of map, returning after than that what need to do, then mp dot entry, mp dot entry set dot entry set dot um, stream dot filter mp m equal to m dot get value greater than 1, Then
Okay, yeah, got it.
yeah,
So,
then
okay, yeah. So, can you tell? So, you have worked on any cloud experience?
yeah. Currently, I'm not using, but I had a PCF for PCF cloud.
Okay, and do you have experience in microservices?
Yes, I have.
Okay, what is scalability?
Scalability, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, scalability is nothing but it is when you're going to scale on this basis of two things. Basically, vertical scaling and there have a horizontal scaling are there. In the case of vertical, there have some. And some there have a efficiency of they are taking a some extra memory. Then you need to verify which mechanism you need to follow, like a vertical scaling or horizontal scaling. If you need to vertical scaling, they are going to use a system, different kind of system. In this case of horizontal, they are going to use increase this RAM. That means increasing the instance of this, that it is called a scaling
Okay, and
capacity.
as part of microservices or approaches, which one is taken? Vertical or horizontal?
Uh, Microservice taking both mechanism.
Both mechanism, you're saying?
Sorry, using a either virtual, either a scaling. That means virtual and horizontal. This is storing increasing this RAM basis virtual. Sorry, it's horizontal.
Horizontal, increasing the RAM.
No, let me I am getting some confusion here. Uh, I think vertical, that means increasing the system, and horizontal, that means increasing this RAM.
Okay, you are using Docker, Kubernetes?
They have used, but I am not much aware of that. They are using in
So
this
you have
project.
not worked in Docker or Kubernetes?
Yeah. I am not working, but they are in this project. They are using.
Okay, so you are writing only Spring Boot side.
Yeah, Spring Boot side, different API are there, and on this basis of that, you need to going to work over there.
Okay,
Yes,
can you tell what is 400 response code?
400 response code. That means resources not found SS code are there.
Okay, 404.
404, that means uh, 404, 404 is no a resource not found. I I think
Okay, then what is 400?
400, that means uh, server not available, or a request is a authorize about another thing. File.
Okay, that's fine. So suppose you have three microservices. From
Yeah.
first microservice to second microservice you're calling, then from second to third microservice you're calling. Now there are some issues in the third microservice. How will you resolve it?
Mhm. Yeah, by using a circuit design pattern, you can resolve. Either you can resolve with the retry mechanism. There are two type of mechanism are there to implement and reduce this problem.
Okay, retry mechanism, why it will automatically resolve?
No, retry mechanism only for implementing for this short period. Like sometimes issue are there, you are not sure. Then you are not sure when service is off. Then best to go through this circuit design pattern.
What will happen in circuit design pattern?
Yeah, basically circuit design pattern. Pattern is resolving this problem. Suppose there have fallback mechanism are there. You need to create this circuit design pattern method, and help of this where you are going to consume this method, and which method possibility to get the up and down. On their method, help of that method, you need to create a helper method, and inside of that method, or top of that method, you need to annotate at the rate of circuit breaker, and they are providing a circuit breaker name, and they are providing the method equal to method name, and this method you need to provide a your information and your log kind of thing. This service is getting off, and internally you need to configure this. There are three stages are there: close stage and open stage and open close stage are there. Suppose inside of YML file you need to create a close. Basically, they are inside of close. In the call is going to close state. Then this is a data is flowing, but in this case of open, their data is not going to flow. They are going to disconnect this connection between two microservices. But in this case of hub open, they have deciding where call is going. If on this threshold, on this basis threshold, you need to they are deciding where call is going. Either go to the open source open state, either go to the closed state. If threshold is increasing to the increasing more than 50%, then go to the closure state, either then go to the open state. This message.
Okay. So in Spring Boot, how do you handle the failure scenario? Suppose there are some errors are coming somewhere, some error in disavound or null pointer exception is coming. How do you resolve it in the runtime?
Runtime.
Yeah. Suppose your project is your product is live. Now, in some cases, you are getting that kind of error. How do you resolve it? You have to do something, right? The error mechanism, error handling scenario. How do you do it?
Yeah, you can have to do it like they have using a annotation to annotation there. They have you need to write all possibility of error inside of that method, and you can get it like a date of controller and y, and they have a handler handler exception are there. On this basis that you can resolve.
Okay. So, are you hands-on JUnit writing?
Yeah.
Which version of JUnit?
They have using a 5.
Okay. And which version of Java you're using currently?
1.8.
And Spring Boot?
Spring Boot 2.7.
Okay. So how you identify that there is no CVs? CV, vulnerabilities.
Yeah.
So how do you make sure in your product there is no vulnerabilities?
Yes, they have using a sonar queue, and you go to the sonar queue. There have several stages are there. There have vulnerability are there, and there have also code. There have different kind of there. But in this case of vulnerability, you go through. There have three stages there: critical, and there have also critical and major and minor there. Basically, we are resolving to critical and major problem.
Do you have any other scanning mechanism also, like apart from sonar?
Yes. They have also using another mechanism like a library you can use for that sync ethnic you can use ethnic for that.
What is Grafana,
Yeah, Grafana basically logging purpose they are using, but here we are currently using a Splunk for logging centralized log.
Centralized log, for that you are using Grafana dashboard you are using?
Yeah, Grafana dashboard. But currently you are using a Splunk.
Okay. And which cloud you are using currently?
Currently they have working a CI/CD pipeline, not using any cloud specific thing in this project.
No, where do you deploy your product?
Yeah, basically in this the production environment they have using a AWS cloud, but in this dev environment and QA environment they have only for using a CI/CD pipeline. Basically, we are not authorized for the production.
No, CI/CD pipeline is different than cloud. Okay.
Yeah, this is different. I agree with that. But we are not getting a chance to work their cloud, sorry, AWS kind of thing.
No, in development environment, where do you deploy?
They are going to deploy your branch.
No, not they. Yeah. Where you deploy?
Jenkins.
So Jenkins, how will you deploy? Jenkins is for only the pipeline.
Yeah, Jenkins is only
But from
pipeline.
Jenkins,
Basically,
where does it deploy?
yeah, it is CI/CD pipeline when they are going to check the your functionality and according your changes you need to do. Basically, in this project, they have not using any in the dev environment. They are not using a
So you're not using cloud in your dev environment, right? What I understand.
yeah, yeah.
But where do you deploy?
They are going to deploy in this AWS. Basically, DevOps teams are taking care of that in production environment.
So if there are some issues, then how will you debug it?
Debug it basically we are getting checking by this log on this basis of log going through this uh, issue.
Which log you check? Splunk. From Splunk you check, is it?
Is Splunk log. Yeah,
So
yeah,
your
yeah.
product is deployed in AWS only for development environment also, right?
Development environment. No. Development environment not deploy AWS.
Where do you deploy it?
Production environment.
No, from development environment, where do you deploy it?
Basically, I am not going to see anywhere it is deploy.
So how long are you there in the current project?
Around 1.5 years.
Okay, so you did not ask that where is it deployed, or maybe you don't know that.
Yeah, in this our team only for responsible to do the only a specific kind of thing. And so I asked to my team lead. Basically, he told me basically it is not our authority. It is only authorized for this customer and the DevOps team.
No. I'm not asking to go and to do some changes in the infra. I'm saying where does it deploy? That's all.
Development code, right?
Yeah, development environment. Where is the development environment? Production, okay. AWS, you're saying I got it. Where is the development environment?
Yeah, development environment. They have no any cloud kind of thing are using. I speaking honestly.
Okay, where is it then?
Only every guy are checking CI/CD pipeline. Every guy is going to check CI/CD pipeline or do the on work.
Okay, where is the QA?
QA also going to QA environment and QA environment also checking this CI/CD.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So because I'm good from my side, you have any question?
No, thanks.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.